Well, hi, friends. So, Scott and I are back from wonderful weeks of vacation, and I left the day after Easter. And what I've been thinking about is that we have a tendency to think of Easter as one day, but Easter is actually a season in the church. It lasts 7 weeks until Pentecost. And so, all of those weeks, I try to remind myself of the message of Easter, which is, of course, that new life follows death and loss, that resurrection is possible when we invite God into the chaos and crises of our lives. So, we came home anyway Monday night and came home to Easter, if you will, in our yard. So this is our shade garden that I showed you some of this at the end of the summer, I believe, last year. And I'm so excited to see that our bleeding hearts are coming up, and they even have little blossoms on them. Our foxglove, I only see one coming up, but that's the one that reseeds itself. And this blue thing, I cannot remember the name of it, but we planted that last year. This whole shade garden was new last year, and it's looked like nothing but dirt, of course, for the last couple of months, many months, when everything dies off on its own. And yet now I look at it and there is new life blooming everywhere. We will have lots of color here at first, and then we will have lots of shade plants that don't have a lot of color, but that provide a beautiful textural green and white sort of display back here. So this, for me, this shade garden is so much of the Easter season because it didn't exist last spring. Scott and I set about a part of our yard where we couldn't get grass to grow, frankly, and decided to turn it into a shade garden. And all of these plants went in last year. Some of them were transplants from other parts in our yard, and some of them were gifts from our kids. And at any rate, I stand out here now and I see Easter. I see all of this new life that is blooming and blossoming, and reminding myself that that's what happens in our lives every day, that that's the Easter story. And we are now at Presbyterian Church of Western Springs seeing new life coming forth in all kinds of ways that we'll be talking about in worship over the next couple of weeks. But new life happens, but it usually requires the release of something old. So that's the Easter message. Keep that in mind. It's still Easter until Pentecost, and I look forward to seeing all of you on Sunday. Bye-bye.